What's up? How y'all doing today? Hopefully you all are having a fabulous day. Coming to y'all with another installment of what I like to call the journey here on Union Talk. Today, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. If you have watched some of my previous videos dating back to 2019 for the strike, I want to speak on that today because I want to tell you all on how that all started. For the new people in 2019, there was their first time working for a company who striked, who worked under a union, to try to give y'all a little bit of information on how this stuff all started, where it came from. And like what was said before is that, previous to 2019, the UAW had been, funneling money through personal accounts and doing non-honest things with union members' money. Back in, I believe it was 2008, there was a rough start to get that contract started. And we actually striked a little bit before that. It wasn't that long. It was for probably, I think, about a week to 2 weeks, if my memory serves me right. Excuse me. If my memory serves me right. But we striked, and we went to the board. We went and voted. And of course it came back no, because there are certain things that they were trying to take away from us that we felt should have stuck. For instance, like now, when you take that 2-week break, they make you use your vacation. That was on the ballot. We, chose against that. That was an issue. VR days were on that ballot. We refuse things like that. But when something is already planted and what it is, you get comfortable, you get spoiled with how you're treated and the things that happen that go along with that. On the other side, though, what I find interesting is that we are never told what management takes away, subtracts from them, in order for these things to work. So what I'm getting at, and you can do the research on your own, you can Google these things. It's all public record now that these guys are locked up. But that back then, it was told to us, of course, later on, that General Motors bribed the UAW with money to pass that contract. And I remember back in 2019, people talking as I went out to document, and you can go look at some of my other videos on this channel. And some people didn't even know what they were striking for. It's bad when you don't do the research to understand what is going on in front of you. People like me that are veterans in the game try to inform temporaries and new hires what was going on. A lot of people just turned their back on me as I was walking around trying to interview people. A lot of people didn't want to talk on camera. I understand that. But what I didn't get is that if you're not going to do the research, I would think you want to talk to somebody who has went through it already, who has already seen it. I saw it back when I was a child with my father, actually being laid off for like 2 years. That's a long time to be laid off. It looks like the same thing is going on because now we have this semiconductor issue that's been going on already for like a year. And people are coming in working and they laid off again. And that's hard on temporaries. That's hard on new hires. You know, that's very hard on them that aren't seasoned in the game and understand how that goes. I'm rooting for the temps. I'm rooting for the new hires, but I just want to stress that please take time to, you know, listen to a veteran, listen to somebody with seniority, you know, because that's all you have. Yes, you know, I'm one who got hired and, you know, I have a pension and things like that. But like I said before, in 2004, we were the last class to have a pension. All you all have to rely on is 401k, Social Security. But who knows if any of that will be there when it's time to retire. Because without a pension, there is no more 30 and out. So I don't fault new hires or temporaries when you all get laid off, going and getting another job. And when they call you back, not coming back. I don't fault you all for that. But it's all a game. And basically, when you're in there, either you're going to play the game or you're not. But I do have a little advice for you. Even if you go out on your own, you still have employees if you own your own business. I was told this a long time ago from a man who owned a computer firm, who told me, if you own your own business, you still have employees. Even if you're working for yourself, by yourself. And what he told me is your employees are your customers, because you still have to give 100%. You still have to do a good job in order to keep business going. You see what I'm saying? So I want to touch back on what I was saying. Back in like 08 or maybe even before, GM bribed the UAW to get that contract passed. So as we move forward from that, every contract is going to look crappy. Even talking to people with more years than me when I started, and I went to my first voting on a contract, even though my father worked there. But like he told me, I can only give you so much information about the UAW, about working at General Motors. Yes, I saw it with my own eyes as a child, but I did not know, you know, and as I grew to be an adult and as I was getting ready to walk through those doors, I remember him telling me, I'm going to say it again, I can only give you so much information about this place. And after that, it's on you. And after you get in, you have to figure out your own way. Now, there was a lot of help, you know, inside there because my father was highly respected at Fairfax in Local 31. Highly respected. I just want to say that, highly respected. So I'm not saying that I got an easy ride or anything like that. I had to work just like everybody else. I had to work, go in there and do my job. But like I said before, they already knew what they were getting when you had your children coming in there, because you were coming from the same type of breed, the things that are taught to you by your parents and the things that are instilled in you as a child, you will carry on as an adult. So back then, GM knew what they were getting. But when they opened that door, and this is no disrespect to anybody that just walked in the door and didn't come in as a referral, but what it was is there was a mix of generations when they opened that door. A mix of generations when you walk through that door after they closed out referrals. Just think about that. Let that sink in. It's just a little something for y'all to, check out. Like I said before, get in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. It don't cost you nothing to voice your opinion. It doesn't cost you anything. And don't be scared. Yes, they all are looking at all of us. But don't be scared to voice your opinion on how you feel. I know we do it on the floor, don't we? But when it comes to this social media, nobody wants to say anything. Nobody. Express how you feel, how these billion-dollar companies, how they treat you. Or million-dollar companies or organizations like the UAW, how they treat you. It seems like you have to be in a buddy club and smile and tap dance for them to get something done. If you want something done, you got to be kissing somebody's behind for them to do something for you, and the others just blowing the wind. But hey, you all have a great day. Stay fabulous. And, all positive energy. All positive energy. Keep the positive energy going, because it's rough walking through them doors anymore. Because you never know what you're going to get. Because it seems like now you got to fight with your union rep and you got to fight with management. But I'm going to leave you with this. When I walked in, I was told that management is the enemy, not your union brother or sister. Let that sink in. Y'all have a great day. Peace.